Welcome to the Bencast show, where curiosity meets conversation. From current events and entrepreneurship to culture, science, technology, and personal growth, no topic is off limits. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey together. This is the Bencast show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Bencast show. Here again this week. Josh, how's it going?
Good, Ben. You?
I'm absolutely fine. I look good, too. And you look good.
I try, you know.
You tried. So today the topic, we got to jump right to it. Okay. So the topic today is we have a friend in common.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, should I say that? Because I didn't recognize her at all. She would be passing me in front of me and would say nothing. Like, seriously. Well, and also we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the fitness, losing weight and fitness in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
The good, is there bad? Like, really, no, but the good side of it, I would say that, right? Sorry, I'm looking at my word today. I just did a French podcast before. Now I want to say everything in French. So yeah, so folks, we're going to talk about that today. I was big in fitness before that. I'm still, but kids, you know, you think you don't have time and everything, and then would you do fitness? You did fitness too, right? Didn't you? A couple times at the gym? No,
here and there I did, but it just
you never had a.
Well, I was doing construction too, right? So it's like I'd be getting my workout at work, and then why would I want to go back and
in the gym
and do it again?
That's right. That's right. Now, me, I'm a truck driver. I needed it. Of course, COVID happened. That's where I gained all my weight. I used to be 195. Now I'm.
Yeah, you were a skinny thing back then.
I know I was. It's funny because I was in camp and I weighed myself. I actually lost 3 pounds, which is because I came back to the gym because of the podcast today. I said to myself, okay. So my guest today, Britt.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going.
Of course it's going. Look at you. Wow, you changed.
A little bit.
You changed.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. No, I'm happy to see you like that, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Of course, we're going to talk about a few things. Personal, like I said.
Yes.
If you don't like the question, she doesn't like it, pass. It's no problem. But before we start, I strongly believe in the mind over, of course, the body and everything. And it's funny because the podcast I just did today was about that, like meditation and stuff like that. And then if you're not happy with yourself or something like that, how can you be happy with your body or something, whatever. So we had a whole session with a friend of mine, and because I sent my buddy to his class, a meditation class. And the next day, Sebastian, when he came back, he actually FaceTimed me, and I was like, you can totally tell. Wine, a cup of wine. And he's like, hi, Ben, how's it going? I was like, okay, your head's not spinning anymore? No, I'm good. I was like, wow, you look zen. So it worked. So, and then he started to work out. Same deal. It's like, yeah. And then we talked about it. So today we have a good example of dedication, motivation, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
more discipline than motivation.
Absolutely. I agree.
Motivation gets you there on the days you want to. Discipline gets you there when you don't. Yeah.
And I would say, did you actually, I'm like I said, I'm going to ask you a question right off the bat, but like the way you eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'll say. Fine. But I'm going to ask you a real question later on, but let's say, okay, so tell us about you first, because what you do for a living and everything, if you can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Because a lot of people can't.
Monday to Friday, I work in accounting for a construction company. Weekends, I work 7 days a week now, except for today. This is like my one weekend off until mid-September, I think. I started a food truck, of all things. I know, I get the strangest look. People are like, you're in the gym 7 days a week and you own a food truck. And I was like, yeah. Why do you think I go to the gym 7 days a week?
That's great. So what kind of food are you actually serving?
Waffles on a stick.
Poutine. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna hate me, but I don't even remember. I'm like the worst Canadian.
No, but the waffle on a stick.
Yeah, and then like waffle dogs. So it's like a corn dog, but it's in waffle batter instead. And then Italian sodas, iced coffee.
San Pellegrino. Italian soda?
It's not even close.
No, okay. No.
Actually, yeah, some people do make them with Pellegrino or soda water.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See? That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So you have your food truck on top of that, and then
And then I'm in the
Wow.
gym 7 days a week.
because of your food truck, like you said? Oh, no. No, you don't.
Just started the food truck like 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's it. Okay.
So that's why when people say, "Oh, I don't really have time to go to the gym," or "I don't have time to meal prep," and
That
I'm
is
like,
not true.
I call your bluff.
Oh, no, you can say it. I call you bullshit. No, it's bullshit. You can say it. No problem. Did we get a strike so far for saying? No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I know. Greener with his, we got more views because of Greener saying he's brushing his toilet.
Actually, when I first started watching the podcast to like catch up and see what it was all about, I was like, sick. I don't have to not swear.
I want your reaction to be as natural as it is, and we talk about it pretty much everything. Like every time someone's asking me, "What do you guys talk about?" Everything. It's for everybody. You want to talk about anything, just talk about like whatever. You want us to talk about something, whatever. So that's why I had you in mind, because I said to myself, okay, I used to go to the gym. I used to be as a truck driver. Do we have time as a truck driver to go to the gym? No. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make time. You have tricks here and there. And I was at 195 and COVID happened to 230. I've never been that high.
I actually,
230.
yeah, I
And you
had
weren't-
lost like 20 pounds or so before COVID and then straight back up to where I was plus a bit more. So that's how I ended up at 220
Ouch.
again. For the second time.
So you started at before COVID and then COVID happened. We couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the gym shut down. For the first little bit, it was okay. I, like in the summer, because there's a football field by my house, and I went over and I was running the bleachers there. Like I won't run on like flat ground outside. I hate running. Actually, if you see me running, probably run too, because there's something chasing me. But the start of COVID, yeah, no, I was over at the football field. So the gym I was going to at the time, they had these heart rate monitor belts that you would wear. And there was a challenge to see who could get, it was like the top 3 got entered into a draw every month. Some of us are jerks and we're a little competitive. And so we would literally, it would be like, I have to be in first place. And like the average people in the gym who were in the gym like 5 days a week would have like 2,500 points a month. We were going for 10,000. Like it was max this thing out. Like I need to be in first place. And the
That's a good
highest
challenge.
the easiest way to get the highest points is to get your heart rate as high as possible, because you get more points per minute the higher your heart rate is. So I was over at like 10 o'clock at night running these bleachers up and down for like an hour and a half. I need to get more points. Then you open up the app and you look and you're like, oh, he's still beating me. So then you go and you keep running and you keep running until you get back in first place.
But at the same time, it's a good challenge. But it's the same thing back in the day with the Apple Watch, the steps. How many steps you did in a day? I did 10,000. Yeah, I was sitting for 16 hours in a truck. I look at my watch, 5,000 steps. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So I do that now too, because I sit at a desk all day, Monday to Friday.
That was something I was about to ask. Just sitting, food truck.
So yeah, like my daily routine, I'm up at 5 a.m. I get ready for work. I drive an hour to work. I sit at a desk for 9 hours. I drive an hour home. That's 11 hours of my day
Yes.
parked, except for the 20 times a day I get up to go pee because of all the water I drink.
That's right. Fair enough.
Yeah, no,
fair enough.
My coach has me on 4 to 5 liters a day
you
now.
have a
so-
coach.
Jesus.
Did you have a coach the whole time or just by yourself?
No, I lost the first 90 pounds on my own. And
Okay.
we'll get into kind of how I did that
Tabarnak.
at some point.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost the first 90 pounds on my own. I got down to 130. And then I hired my coach. And we started December 1st. By the 1st of May, I was down to 115. And like that was like the leanest I had ever been. And then life. I went and had surgery and whatnot. And then so that put me out of the gym for 3 months. And then so now I'm back up to it was 125 this morning. I was back up to 130. And then we started, I'm in a pretty aggressive cut right now for 4 weeks. I'm 2 weeks into it. I have 2 weeks left to go until I have a photo shoot. So we're trying to get me back to
okay.
about 120.
Wow. Okay, so legit, you okay? So it's not like you had a goal like I just want to lose weight, but now you're more than that. Now
My
you got
original goal
shoot.
and what I thought was about 150 pounds. And then I got to 150 and I was like, keep going. And I got to 130 and I was like, okay, like this is cool. I'm smaller, but like I was what I would call like skinny fat. Like I was small in size, but like I had no muscle definition. Like it wasn't cute. So then I hired my coach and he's like, what's your goal? And I was like, I don't really care what my weight is. I want muscle though. I was like, I know I want to be small and I want muscle definition. So that was our goal.
Hey, there's so much question. Okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go right away. Like, okay, you lose that much weight. The skin, where does it go?
I do.
For you, for example, you didn't have any surgery for your skin.
No. I have a little bit of like loose skin. That's the only thing that's kind of. Well, I was at a bodybuilding show yesterday, and I keep getting asked when am I going to compete? And I do kind of want to. It is something that's on the list of things I would like to do, but I don't think I can with loose skin at all. And like I said, I don't have a lot, but I do have a little bit.
Would they consider that? Really? The loose skin?
Yeah. Well, because like depending on what, like if I wanted to bulk up and compete in something like a larger class, the amount of muscle definition would stretch that back out and get rid of it. But I would compete in either probably fit model. And so for that, it's like they actually don't want you to have abs in that class, like not visible abs, but like completely lean.
Oh, okay, I see.
So.
Oh my God, okay. So if I take you back, like the day you say, and it's funny because Jerry pointed that out. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like you say, okay, just go to the gym, or you say, no, what can I do to do that?
So my story is going to be a little bit different than other people's in the start. I had tried many, many times.
Okay.
Like 10 plus times. I've had nutritionists. I've had coaches in the past. I've had everything. I've tried everything. I weighed and counted every grain of rice I ate and followed the plan to a T. And in 6 months, I would lose 5 pounds. And it just, nothing was working. So then I started researching alternative medicine. And I found a lot of podcasts and a lot of audiobooks by doctors. And it was all about like insulin resistance, intermittent fasting, low carb,
Yes.
keto, which I don't like that word because a lot of people get the wrong idea with keto. They think, oh, I can eat bacon and eat a block of cheese because it's keto. That's not actual keto. That's, I just want an excuse to eat a pound of bacon.
Yeah,
every day.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
So literally while I was at work, like I sit with AirPods in and I usually listen to music. Well, I started listening to podcasts and audiobooks and doing all this research, like 8-9 hours a day. I was listening to this stuff nonstop by there's 4 different doctors, and then a few people with podcasts and stuff that I just listened to their stories and what they did. And I took little bits and pieces from what all of them and what they did. And I kind of made my own program for what I thought would work for me. So I started with 16 and 8 intermittent fasting.
Fasting, I didn't believe in that at the beginning. I did it too. Fasting. It's hard. I'm sorry. It's hard.
There's very black and white opinions on it. I deleted a lot of people from my social media, personal trainers, stuff like that, who would literally shame exactly what I was doing. And I was like, I've lost 40 pounds in 4 months. Like, how can you say this doesn't
It doesn't work. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. At the same time, it might not work for somebody else, but it worked for you.
Exactly. So I'm like, you can't shame this to the point that other people don't even want to give it a shot because you're saying it's bullshit when obviously it's not. So yeah, I started with 16 and 8 intermittent fasting. I cut carbs down to the point that I was eating. And I love when people told me I was depriving myself because I wasn't eating carbs. I'm like, I eat ribeye steak 3 times a week. Like, please tell me how I'm not living my best life right now.
Jesus.
There is like a diet, a carnivore diet.
Yeah, carnivore diet. Yeah.
So
I was literally eating steak, chicken, shrimp, peppers, onions, mushrooms, broccoli, like just really clean, non-processed, low-carb food. And I would alternate between steak and chicken, or steak, chicken, or shrimp with both because it's really low calorie, high protein.
Jesus, I'm getting hungry just off that. Definitely.
I know. I had barbecue in my head.
You too?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think yeah.
So I went out and bought a smoker because I was like, what's the easiest way to add flavor to food that doesn't add calories? Smoker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was eating I was stocking up a 5-shelf smoker once a week and meal prepping. I'm living off of that. And people are like, you're depriving yourself. I'm like, what? Because I didn't eat chocolate cake today? Like, okay, but I ate steak and that's way better.
I would never consider that depriving yourself. A
Exactly.
5-tier smoker and you just loading it up with the proteins that you want. It's like,
Literally, I was like wrapping jalapeno in like
Oh,
bacon.
okay,
Just, like,
stop it.
Seriously.
so good.
Seriously, I just, yeah.
But
please.
like the thing
But
is,
anyway, okay.
is when you research insulin resistance,
Yep.
what people don't realize is like, yes, bodybuilders and stuff, they eat 5 times a day, every 2 to 3 hours. That's how I eat now. But when you have insulin resistance, which is kind of like pre-diabetes, but it's totally reversible and fixable with low carb and intermittent fasting. So I started with 16 and 8, and then I gradually worked my way up. I would add, after like a week or so, I'd add an hour, 2 hours. And I built my way up to 23 and 1. So I was eating 1 meal a day. I made it dinner with my family at home. So 1 meal a day. I wasn't depriving myself. I was getting steak and shrimp and yummy stuff. So it was all good. But when you're not eating those carbs, you're not hungry. Like I was 220 pounds. I had an endless supply of fat for my body to live off of. Like it wasn't an issue. I wasn't going to die if I didn't eat. But yeah, every time you eat, if you're insulin resistant, your insulin spikes. And while that's elevated, you actually can't like lose weight. Like your body doesn't.
No, because it's elevated. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So when a normal person eats, your insulin will spike for about 20 to 30 minutes and it drops back down. And then you have that window of losing fat. And then you eat again, you spike it a little bit, it comes back down. But for somebody like me who is insulin resistant, you eat and your insulin stays spiked for 2 to 3 hours at a time. So if you're eting every 2 to 3 hours, you're never
gotta be
getting into a fat burning state.
That's right.
So
Okay, well,
so I started with the 16.
but you
and
discovered
8.
that for you.
Yes, through doing a
It's not-
lot of different research and kind of figuring out what I thought would work best
Yes.
for me. And then I started dropping weight like crazy. And then I got addicted to it because then I'm like, this works. Like
Oh,
I've been
yeah, of
trying this for
course.
years and nothing
Of
worked.
course,
This is insane.
You look in your mirror and you're like, "Say, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more."
When you've gone before and you've gone for 6 months and lost 5 pounds, and now all of a sudden I dropped 40 pounds in the first 4 months. Like I was like, I will never stop this, like ever. Like this is the best thing ever.
Jesus Christ. Oh no, seriously, it's and even you.
So actually, how that picture was taken, I was at Brantley Gilbert with my ex, and you know, I get like a hall pass.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Brantley Gilbert was my hall pass. Always, still is to this day. Like that man is beautiful.
Oh, hey.
So I was going to meet him because I had the meet and greet tickets, and my ex didn't want to go with me because he was like, well, I don't want to meet him. So I was walking to the halls to go, and I didn't want to go by myself. And I saw Josh. And I was like, Josh, come meet Brantley Gilbert with me. He's like, okay.
Can you say no? I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pass. No, I'm sorry, no.
No, I would
Of course
not.
No.
But I almost bought because they were selling those at stands too. But you had to spend what was it, $200 or $220. And if you bought a certain like a flag that he had, then they gave you
A pass.
that pass. But I didn't see that at the time. I already bought my hat, my hoodie, my T-shirt. Right, I already had the stuff I wanted. And then when she yelled at me, he's like, "Yeah, my ex doesn't want to go meet him. Do you want to go?" It's just like, get out of my fucking way.
Yeah, because I had
And you were
Third
at
row.
you were at your heaviest at that picture?
no, that's
no?
not my heaviest. The one I sent you with I think I'm in like a pink sports bra
Yes.
and shorts. That would have been
Yes.
my heaviest at 220.
Oh, there you go.
Not that one.
No, but the beard.
The beard, yes.
Oh, so I thought Bradley Gilbert was actually taller than
So
that.
that was
Whatever.
okay. So hall pass forever.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I walked up to meet him and I'm like,
Eh?
short.
Oh shit! So deception, right? No, I
Well,
know.
I, like,
Bradley
expected him to be taller.
No. He's
Yeah.
good that way. I'm sorry. That's one of the few country guys that actually listened when I was starting
Yeah.
to listen to
But
country music.
what a gentleman though. That
Oh, yes.
he's got them southern roots like down perfectly. Like it's just amazing.
Seriously, no, I know.
I was probably,
Hey, look
if I
at
were
you.
to guess, I was probably about 180
Oh, but still,
in that picture.
no. That's when not I met you, but that's when I know you
Okay.
about that size.
Okay.
I remember. Oh yeah, I remember. So most of the time you were with Brad at the Bull, right? Most of the time, or not most of the time, but a couple times.
Back when I went to cook with like Amberly and
Yes.
Amy and a few of those girls. Erin,
Mhm.
Kesha.
Erin May.
Mm-hmm.
I did know Erin May.
Oh no, she was okay. She wasn't okay.
She wasn't my
But,
biggest fan,
no,
but
yeah,
I know
yeah,
who she is.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, what a difference, eh? I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
And whatever. So yeah, so you find the way to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Me, I was on the fasting as a truck driver. I was watching podcast Joe Rogan, and he said he stops working. He stops eating at 10, finish at 9 at night. Even if he's hungry before that, he just stops. 9 p.m. stops. So he's fasting by himself, whatever, 12, 13 hours a day. And I heard about GSP. GSP is George St. Pierre.
Yep. I used to watch.
Yeah, and George has a way to say that we eat too much. Like we're 3 meals a day, and when you said 1 meal a day, that's exactly what he was doing. He says we eat too much. Like back when we're barely on our 2 feet, we didn't have 3 meals a day, and we managed to.
There's a big thing with some of the stuff I read, and it was like if you think back to like hunters and gatherers, like they would eat once every like couple days, even sometimes, and they lived just fine. That's right.
That's exactly what he said.
There was a lot less health issues and illness.
So you start losing your weight. That's fine. So at that time you were single? You were still married? Or
I was still married then, yeah.
Still married. Okay, so is there a correlation with that? Like at one point you said, well, I'm getting divorced or whatever, like with your lost weight, or you just...
No, so...
Enough is enough.
I continued to lose weight. I think I had lost about 70 in 9 months, and then we were still together. That would have been September. I maintained for quite a while at that weight. I stopped fasting so much and I got back into the gym. By the way, when I lost that first 70 pounds, I stopped going to the gym. I focused strictly on diet. I know, shocking a little, but I was focusing strictly on diet. I put every bit of attention I had into that to make sure I was doing that properly. And with working and being a mom and stuff, there isn't a lot of time in the day. So yeah, I stopped going solely diet. That first 70 pounds was just diet. But you get smaller in size, but like I said before, you don't have any muscle definition. I didn't look the way I wanted to, but I had to get the bulk of the weight off first to be able to get the motivation to get back into. So that
theory that 80% of being fit, it's eating properly.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't, not because I don't believe it. It's just, oh yeah, it's like 80%. It's like, fuck, I don't eat anything and I'm still fucking fat. What the hell? It's like, no, there's everybody's different, right?
Yeah.
So, but me, I need to be active to lose weight.
Like I need to be in the gym now because like my goal is putting on muscle.
Oh, you got a different goal than back then. That's what I mean. Right?
Back then was to get smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's not that.
Now it's to have a specific look.
Mm-hmm. So I would say it's not a sport. How can you say that? Like, when you train for just for the fun of it, and now you're getting in a competition, like for example, bicycle. You started on your bike. Hey, I know I'm getting better. Holy shit, I'm good. And then you want to go professional.
Yeah.
So now you're more into that, I guess.
Yeah, like I didn't really think about competing at all. Like it's something that's cool, but lately I've had a lot of people asking me when I'm going to compete. And then you go to a show yesterday, like I was down yesterday at Alberta Open, and you're seeing people on stage and you're like, you know what? Maybe I could do that. Like maybe if I actually like tried, maybe I could. So now it's a thing where once like my coach is driving back up to Fort Mac today after the competition and stuff like that. And I think our next conversation, once he follows up for my check-in, is going to be, why don't we treat this next year as if I was going to compete next year?
And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, at least
a few months out, we'll assess. We'll see where I'm at, how things look. And if you think that it's good enough to do it, then yeah.
I like the way you think. I really do, because you said, okay, so you said before you lost your weight by just eating. You said, we'll see how it goes. And it's not see how it goes, but you said, how the way you say it? You said, I'm not going to focus on the like toning part. I'm just going to lose my bulk.
Yeah.
And then after that, you went, so it's like you can kind of see the serious of what it is, like of what your journey is basically.
Well, the thing is, people like to focus on the big picture and this is where I want to be. If you focus on the small steps and you do exactly what you need to do every day, the small steps every day, then you get to the big picture.
That's right. We're not there yet, Josh, are we?
Oh, I haven't even thought about that, to be honest.
No, not even. I think I'm -5 step. Is that possible?
I don't know.
I'm not even there. But yeah, kids, because you said you have kids.
Yep,
a kid or two?
My daughter's 13 now.
Oh, 13. Okay. You saw my kid.
Yeah.
So one's not even going yet, but as soon as those two are running, of course I'm going to be running too.
Yep.
So that's going to be, that's where probably is going to be oh, okay, I'm going to go. Trampoline. I jump on the trampoline with my 4-year-old. After 2 minutes, I'm red as the lights here. There you go. Red like that. And then, okay, as the, call a friend. Call a friend.
Yeah. No, I remember when like 5 minutes on a Stairmaster and I'd be like keeling over ready to die. Now I do an hour twice a week because I have to.
And it's pretty much nothing.
Yeah. Now I'm like, okay.
Wow. I wish. No, that was not me. So let's, okay, physique transformation. Now you're transformed. You're a different person.
Yes.
You're going to attract different people.
Probably. I don't know. Still single. So.
Okay. You saw my wife, right?
Yeah.
My wife, she's not like that.
No.
She's like that. And I like her that way.
Your wife also just had another baby by the looks of
Actually,
the little person upstairs.
She lost weight.
Yeah.
She lost weight with the baby. I was like, really? How's that possible? She lost weight during and, of course, when she delivered. But she was more active with someone else and running after the other one.
Yeah.
So, but Alex, she always been like that. And that's how I met her. That's how I love her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's totally fine. So, but there's guys, their standard. It's not like that. It's like that.
Yes.
Yes. So do you got more attraction now than you got back then?
There is definitely, and I can say with 100% certain, pretty privilege is definitely a thing. And anybody who tells you it's not is a liar.
Liar. Okay.
You get treated completely different.
Different? Oh, yeah. At that point, like, really?
Completely different.
Wow. I wouldn't treat my wife different, even if she was like 115 and I don't know. I think she's 200. I think. Oh, don't say that. I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight. But no. But I mean, no, for example, she was planting trees in BC. So one season was off. She was at her lowest, 165, 70, and she looked lean. Yeah. Because she's a big woman.
Well, yeah, everybody like looks different at different weights too. Like I said, I thought 150 pounds was my goal and that's where I wanted to be and I was going to look great. Then you get there and for me, I have a petite body. I just didn't know that because it was buried under all of that. But like when you start peeling it off, like, yeah, there are people who weigh more than me that still like they look amazing. It's just that's their figure and their shape.
Yeah, that's right.
Whereas like I have a little body, like, and I've always known that. Like if you look at my wrists and my ankles and stuff, like they're tiny.
So you probably saw a change. I mean, you're dragging 220, and now you're dragging 100 pounds less.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm at 125. Right? So yeah.
Well, you didn't feel. No, I'm sorry. You didn't feel it right away because it's not like okay tomorrow and then it doesn't work that way. But for me, for example, at 230, I feel it.
Yeah.
It's heavy. I feel it for me that it's heavy.
Well, and like walking up a set of stairs would kill me. Now I like run up them for fun. But like before you asked me to walk up a set of stairs and I was out of breath and dying by the time I got to the top of them.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Jesus. 2 stairs, 3 stairs. You want to kill yourself? But no.
Yeah, but you just go up, then you go down. You don't go.
You do. Fuck. I was doing, seriously, I hated the worst exercise. Quote me on that. Chin up. I hated chin up.
I loved them and I can't do them anymore
Why?
because I can't.
Too small?
I can't hang with my body weight yet.
Okay, no, fair enough. But for me, like at my peak at 175, I was doing when I was here in Alberta my first time. My favorite friend was Jim. The gym, not Jim, the gym, because I didn't know anybody. So I went down to 175. I could do 10 and 15 easy. Now I think I want to, like, seriously, I go up. I think I lose some sense going up. Like, seriously, at one point, I don't see anything, or, my leg is kicking. It's like, stuff like that, right? I want to just suicide myself on the way up. I can't even do one. That's pathetic.
Start with assisted. That's how I started.
Yeah, that's what. There's an ego here. So I look at the machine, even the Smith machine. I was like, no, well, I don't have a spotter. That's why most of the time when you're in camp.
Smith's machine's my favorite piece of equipment.
I had to do it, but like if I'm benching, I want to do it like free, because I want to see a deadlift, like not a deadlift. I'm sorry, a bench press with nothing helping you, kind of deal.
It's a guy thing.
There you go.
I don't even train chest, so I can't relate.
Oh, you don't at all, or just no, not even. No.
It's the one muscle group I don't have to do anymore. It's great.
True. Okay. Now we're going to talk about chess.
Smooth.
Yes.
Just
okay.
drink some of this wine. It's not actually wine, but we'll pretend it is.
Now we're talking. So, of course, you get more attention. When you lose weight, you can see you had breasts back then, of course.
Yes.
You lose weight, you lose your
I look like a 12-year-old boy. There's no doubt about it.
Nothing at all. Nothing. So, same deal with the backhand. Backhand was not too bad.
Yeah, no, I had no ass either. It was pitiful.
Pitiful. No, okay, that means you didn't do a back. You just did a front. Surgery.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but at one point, was it necessary? I think so, right? But I'm speaking for experience, not because I had, but my ex-girlfriend, she lost so much weight. It was actually disgusting.
So the thing for me was like, like a 12-year-old boy. But you go and you're like, hey, I lost all this weight. I can wear all these super cute clothes now. And you go buy them all and you put them on. And you're like dresses and stuff that like slit in the front. And you're like, there's nothing to hold it up. Like, I can't wear that. It looks stupid because there's nothing there. So
it's a look more than anything else, of course.
Yeah.
So is it in a way now that you're doing, because you're adding weight? Not gonna lie.
It's not that much though. I had like 385 cc's each.
Okay,
so
that's
like,
not too bad.
Not
Okay,
that big.
365 for my ex.
Okay,
365 because they're. Oh no, it was a banana. It was disgusting, man. Oh no, seriously. And she asked like super like, can I do it? Oh yeah, no, sorry. I need yes.
It was easy for me. Like I didn't need a lift or anything. Luckily, like I went in to see my surgeon and she's like, yeah, no, this is easy. It was a 23-minute surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, start to finish. I woke up from anesthesia and she was sitting at the table charting across from me and she's like, yep, 23 minutes. Like, nice.
Shit.
Imagine how many of those you could do in a day and how much money you can make.
No kidding.
I know, right? I didn't thought of that. Now that you're saying it. What?
Wow.
Yeah. So I brought her a reference picture of a set that she did herself. I went to Miami and I showed her
nice. Okay.
a picture. I was like, you did this set. I want these. And she's like,
absolutely.
Well, they're 350 cc's and you have nothing to start with. So you need to go 385. I was like, whatever you say. You do you.
Yeah.
Good call. No, 365. That's what it was. No, actually, it was not. It was 355 one and 365 the other. Apparently, boobs are never the same. They're not the same. They're not symmetrical.
Well, understandable, but if you're getting new ones, you would want them.
One was bigger than the other.
No, but I'm saying you would want them the same size.
Mm-hmm. So she was supposed.
So ones that are naturally a little bit bigger, you do a little bit of smaller implants. You balance it out. Yeah,
that's why one was 355, 365. And I had the privilege of touching him before, which is weird. Oh no, you look at bag of Jello. Like seriously, that's what it is. You're like, okay, you gotta have that in there, really? And it's not. You have two types.
Yeah, so it depends. I was gonna say it depends on if she did saline. They're a little bit more like a bag of Jello versus the gummy bear silicone.
That's what she get. No, that's what she got. And she got a higher price. Well, we paid a higher price for that. But back then, I'm sorry, we're talking about 2009. So that was a long time ago. And we did it in Montreal, not in Miami. Fuck you.
Well, okay, so we get prices here.
I know.
You're looking at 15 to 20 grand.
I know.
I went to Miami for a week.
And it was
Stayed in a beachfront hotel. Went out and sat on the beach and by a pool for a week. My flights, my Ubers, my food. I did excursions. I like went and did touristy things. I went on some boat and went and looked at like all of the famous people's mansions.
Yes.
I did like all these. I spent $8 grand total.
Right. That's right.
What?
Start to finish.
$8 grand US.
Wow.
No,
Canadian. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Wow. How much was the surgery?
$4,500 US
for not saline though.
No, silicone.
So yeah, that's right. Cohesive.
Or wait.
Silicone cohesive.
I lied. $3,500 US.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
It was either 35 or 4,500 US, whichever. One of the two.
When you do one,
Still, that's insane. I worked with a girl at Cowboys when I was starting off. She was a shooter girl. Beautiful girl, petite like you. And then she's like, she wanted to get the same thing done. It cost her, just for the surgery, $8 grand in Calgary.
Yep.
To get it done.
I think
and it's up to about 15 now.
Yes, I think so.
And I'm like, I went to Miami for a week and sat on the beach. I
I
mean,
know.
I over prepare for stuff. So like I said, I watch podcasts and listen to stuff. So for like leading up to it. And it was a spur of the moment thing for me, by the way. Me being up the 15 pounds now from where I was at 115. So the picture that was up there at 115, my coach was doing a challenge, a transformation challenge of like weight loss or whatever, just whoever transforms. It was like a 3-month challenge or something like that. And it started September 1st. So in June, I decided, okay, my coaching program that I've prepaid for ends the end of June. I'm going to spend July and August and I'm going to gain 10 pounds so that I can do this challenge. I'm like, there's no point in me doing it at 115 pounds. Like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm going to gain back 10 pounds just for this challenge. And then in the challenge, I'll lose it. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
So do you now show off more?
So
Do you?
I what, sorry?
Do you show off more than usual? Like, for example, I'm sorry. Continue. Sorry.
I was gonna say you're gonna cut in the middle of the
sorry.
story.
Yeah,
here.
sorry. I thought you were finished. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you finished. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
It's okay. So I literally I still went to the gym every day, but I came completely off my diet. I was eating like a human garbage can on purpose because I was trying to gain these 10 pounds. And I did. It took some cheesecake and some.
How long did it take you?
Took me 2 months to gain back 10 pounds.
10 pounds? 2 months? I could do that in a week.
And then a former friend of mine wanted to go down to Miami. She wanted to get like a bunch of stuff done. And she's like, well, I'm already going. So I already have a hotel and everything booked. So you might as well just come with me, stay with me. That way you don't have to pay for the hotel, just your flights and your surgery. And I was like, well, I was going to wait like another year or so, but bet. So I booked it literally 2 weeks later. I was having surgery. So September 13th.
So it was legit on the blue.
Yeah.
You just say, fuck it, you go?
Yeah. So I researched, found a place that I wanted to go to, found a surgeon I really liked. I really liked her work. And so I went and did that.
I'm not going to lie, Miami is the place for that.
Well, you think about it, they do it all day, every day.
Yeah.
Which is also how they can do it for way cheaper than here.
23 minutes. 23 minutes. Come on now.
Yeah. If you go for like a tummy tuck, like a lot of people there go for, Miami is huge for lipo and BBLs. It's a regular thing. Everybody there has lipo and a BBL.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine. It's not for me. So my thing is I will fix things that I can't do myself. Like I couldn't grow boobs back. Like there's nothing I can do
there's
about
no point.
that.
No, there's no point. No, I bet there's no point. I mean, you can't.
I can put in the effort and eat more and lift more and lift heavier, and I can grow a butt. So like that's something I can do myself. I don't need to do surgery for that.
True.
Unless you work your chest. I was thinking about it. Maybe you work, but you cannot grow boobs. Like,
You get pecs and they're not cute.
on a girl.
Yeah.
Especially when you got pecs and boobs. on
And
top.
implants. So that was a big
That's
thing for me
weird.
was like I barely, if ever, trained chest prior because I knew it was something I wanted to do. And no offense to anybody else, it's just not my favorite look. If you have really built pecs and then you get implants, so like it wasn't something a look I wanted to go for, so I just didn't train chest before, and now I have an excuse not to.
Do you think there's a lot of girls that does that in competition? Don't work their chest at all?
It depends what division. If you're competing in bodybuilding or figure,
No. I mean, just
then you have to. Bikini girls, not so much.
no. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what you want to go, or you want to do building like
No. So even bikini is a bit
okay.
for me. They just started. Canadian Physique Alliance just came out with a new class, and yesterday's show was their. No, they've done shows before, but it's new to this year. It's the fit model category. It's very similar to bikini. The suits cover a little bit more, not much at all. Like you have to have a 50-50 coverage in the back, whereas bikini suits are like a G-string style. And
Not just like fucking what it is Baywatch or full. No, don't
No.
watch. Okay.
Full on one piece.
No.
fit models a little softer, so like they don't want to see overly developed shoulder caps. Like I wouldn't be able to build my shoulders any more than they already are, I don't think. And they don't want to see like rock hard abs. Very lean stomach, but not like not that excessive ab definition. And bikini, it's a very big focus on glutes, and they want to see your hamstring tie-ins. Fit model, they don't want to see those hamstring tie-ins. Still very built glutes, but no hamstring tie-ins. So it's very subtle differences.
Can you imagine fucking guys? How strict it could be? Like, I don't know. I couldn't fuck building. Can you be myself fucking? You don't see my chair?
I don't know if I could ever be that big. That would like
Some of the guys on stage yesterday were massive. I'm like, if you stood them in front of, like beside me, I would look tiny.
Oh, yeah, which an eclipse.
Yeah.
And if I was ever that big, I'd be like Martin Lawrence of Bad Boys. You know, couldn't turn to wipe my ass because you'd be so freaking bulky. You'd be like,
But how many videos there is of that? They stick a tape in the middle of the back, and like,
yeah.
But I respect the discipline of it. Oh God,
Oh, it's
And
crazy.
it's unreal. Max that I just talked to is his trainer. Oh my God, Steve. He's seriously. You look at a guy. Sometimes they're like, okay, he's built whatever. No, that guy he's God in a physique. You know, sometimes the legs are too small. No, he's perfect. And I told him that because I follow him, right? He's built like a Greek god. Seriously. I told him that.
You'll notice like a big difference too, or at least I did yesterday, especially between guys who compete in bodybuilding where they have to wear like like bikini bottom, I guess you'll call it.
Banana hammock.
Yeah.
Banana hammock, yeah.
And so they have to build their legs. So their quads and hamstrings have to be massive. Whereas the guys who compete in figure, they wear board shorts. You don't see their legs.
The board short. Oh,
Their
that's
legs
cool.
are judged. And if you look and you actually pay attention, their upper bodies will be very big and built, but they don't train
the bottom?
legs. They don't.
Okay, I would say, well, yeah, but I would, maybe.
It's like there was one guy on stage yesterday and like, yeah, he did very well in the show because he competed in figure and it's all about upper body. But if you look and I was like, legs are smaller than mine.
I would, to be honest with you, if I was a guy like that, I would show off every fucking day. I would be almost naked every day. Like I say, look at that. Like just The Rock when he says, you want to touch the dream? There you go. Touch the dream. There you go. Fucking guy.
You definitely, when you get
You
more
change.
comfortable.
Yeah, you change.
You're okay with wearing less. Like I used to hide behind, I wore men's extra large hoodies. Now I fit into a kid's medium. So like
Okay, you wear you still wear hoodies at home.
not really. I think I own like
Netflix?
3 now because like my office at work is so cold that I wear hoodies to work, even though you're not really supposed to. But I'm like, turn the AC down then. But like, I don't like oversized sweaters and stuff aren't comfortable for me anymore. Like I feel like a blob. So yeah, no, I either women's extra small or kids medium.
So lots of Lululemons.
I actually don't buy Lulu.
No, you don't?
Buff Bunny.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my favorite brand.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's a good brand. It's a good brand. No, I mean, it's Lululemon. It corrects your body. It does correct.
Wouldn't know.
No, Josh, I'm sorry. It's Wrangler all the way. Wranglers. Cabela's. No, Real Tree. No, Browning.
There you go.
Browning. Sorry. Never knew how to pronounce that.
I think I used to have that hoodie in pink.
Oh, I just bought this on a whim. I saw it. Hey, I like that. Okay.
I had it in the pink Real Tree.
But that's another thing too. You lost 100 pounds. You have to change everything in your closet.
Oh, I had to change my whole closet every couple months. It was ridiculous. Like I said, I went from a men's extra large to women's extra small.
Wow.
I
know,
actually want to
right?
see. I don't know if I ever kept any. I don't think I did because I was donating clothes left, right, and center. Like I had a friend message me and she's like, hey, I have a neighbor. She's like low income. She's a single mom. She wants to get into the gym. Do you have any like leggings and stuff like around a size large that don't fit you anymore? Give me a sec.
I'll go to my,
Yeah.
Give me a second.
26 pairs of leggings and 13 shirts I gave this woman.
Wow.
All in like medium and large.
I don't know what's more
They're like,
impressive.
this should get you started.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that you lost that much weight or the fact that you spent a lot on clothes.
Yeah, it was every couple months, new wardrobes. Even now, I have to go through everything again. I have nowhere to put clothes anymore.
But, okay, we're going to look at that picture.
Yes.
You had to change that top maybe.
I'm
you
wearing
said-
the exact same one in red right now from the same order. So no,
Oh, okay. No, that's
they still work.
So,
I'm actually wearing
stretch.
those leggings right now too.
Okay. No, but the leggings totally fine. It's just after you on that you didn't have any operation. That's why.
Yeah, no, they still fit.
I can't believe it. When I still look at the screen. It's two different person. Like seriously.
The other picture is even more dramatic.
Yeah, the one that you show us. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, God. Effort, discipline.
Yep.
More discipline. I would put in number one.
It's discipline over motivation. Motivation gets you there when you want to, and discipline does when you don't.
When you see result, I guess it.
That's what it was for me. It becomes an addiction. It becomes this is actually working.
And that was actually, now you brought that up. I was thinking about that too, because you said to me, I'm going to a show at Red Deer and stuff like that. But I was thinking, okay, you're going to a show to see other people compete or whatever. How much, and I thought of it about after that, is how much is the people that are there, they're actually addicted to that. Like you just said. And I was like, it's never enough, I would say.
It becomes like there is a point where there's enough, but like, unless you're winning first place, if you're somebody who's competing, unless you're winning first place, yeah, you're always wanting to get better until you get to that spot. And then you get first place. And I feel like then you want the overall trophy. And then you get that in regular shows. And then you want to go to pro. And then you want your pro card. So there are some people who just do it to do it and they're good. And then there's people who it becomes your whole life. And it's a very expensive sport.
So now you went from just losing weight to think about that.
Strongly considering. My biggest thing is, okay, so like if I went and got a tummy tuck or whatever to get rid of any extra skin and to actually have that perfect on stage look, the thing that's stopping me from doing that right now is that's going to put me back into the gym for 3 months. And I just went through that. I just got back in the gym mid-November and I'm finally building my strength back up. Like, I finally just got my deadlifts back up to 185 pounds for 12 reps last week. Whereas like, it's taken me forever to get that strength back.
Mm-hmm.
I like even like hip thrusts. Before I went for surgery, I was 305 for 12 to 15 reps.
And the fact also that times catches you up too, right?
Yeah.
So how long between those two?
Oh,
I don't know.
shit.
10 years?
No, but
Well, be close to that. Really close.
It's close.
Okay, so
I know the other picture I sent you with the side by side.
yes. So how much there is between
2021 to now.
Okay, so let's just say 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
4 years, but still, like I seen it on my own hand. Like, for example, at 40 years old or 45, it's hard.
You don't recover like you do in your 20s.
No, absolutely not.
No, there's lots
And
of
you think you do.
there's lots of Epsom salt baths. Like I live like an 80-year-old person, basically. Like people think that you go out and do this. I'm like, no, man, I'm in bed by 9:30.
Yeah, no, yeah, same.
I'm up at 5 a.m. Like my daily routine
9 to 5.
is, yeah, the other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah. Up at 5, get ready, go to work. I have an hour drive to work. I start work at 7. I leave there at 4. Drive an hour back to the Duke, go to the gym. I leave there between 7:30, go home, get dinner for my daughter. By then, like I'm showering and going to bed. I've had enough.
Commitment.
Like that's my life.
And then if you got someone in your life, it's going to change a little bit, but you're going to probably adjust anyways.
So my thing with, and a big reason for why I'm still single is I won't date somebody who doesn't understand that part of my life because that's how I lost it before.
You don't want to go back to that.
No.
Oh, no.
I lost that whole part of myself before I got married. I stopped. I was in the gym 6-7 days a week. That wasn't part of their life. It wasn't anything they did. I slowly adapted my life to become more of a convenience for them and lost that whole part of myself. And then, yeah, gained weight. And then now, like I've tried dating.
You did? Oh, okay. That would be one of the question. Yeah, absolutely.
But like there'll be guys who, and I've completely just shut down conversations and stopped talking to people because I went out on a date with somebody and like everything went good. They seemed like a nice guy. And then I get, oh, well, can we go for dinner on this day? And I'm like, I get one cheat meal a week. Like, I'm sorry, it has to be Friday or Saturday. Oh, well, you can do this. Like you look great. You can skip you can.
No.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then I get oh, but you look great. Like you can skip a workout here and there. You can do this. You can do that. No, I'm not going back to where I was. And if you don't understand, like, yes, I will. If there's an event or if there's a friend's birthday or there's something that's important enough for me to go off track. Absolutely. Like I'm not like set in stone strict. I'm not competing. So I don't have something that I have to look my absolute best by a certain day. So I will make those exceptions, but it has to be important to me. And I'm sorry, but one guy that I've gone on one date with hasn't earned
if Josh called for a concert, you're going to say yes right away.
I can go to a concert. Absolutely.
You should have a recap of that photo.
If he ever comes back.
Oh, whatever. No, whatever. Yeah, but whatever singer it is.
I mean, I have pit tickets to Warren Ziders in September.
Oh, shit. No, never mind. There's a country guy that comes in October. My wife told me.
Cooper.
Yes.
Yes.
My wife, she's like, you should have him on your podcast. I was like, do you know how much it's going to fucking cost?
Wait, we get paid for this?
I'm sorry, Jerry.
I haven't gotten tickets to see him yet, but I was considering it.
Cooper, what is his last name? I don't even.
Can't think of it.
Travis. Why do I have Travis on it? No. It's Cooper something. Harris? No.
I can look it up.
Yes, please, because I'm going to think about it.
It's going to drive him nuts.
Yes, I know. Wait, fuck. She was. Oh, and Jerry's going to be on it. Cooper Allen.
That's it.
Thank you, Jerry.
You can do it faster than I can.
I know.
Actually, he's going to Midway. I was just at Midway to see Kip Moore.
Midway.
Music Hall in Edmonton, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The old ranch.
Yes.
That's not what I had in mind.
Berry Tees?
No, Midway in... why did I have Midway in Vegas?
Oh.
It's not even Vegas. It's not Midway. It's mid some... whatever. Never mind. It's okay. Sometimes, hey, two podcasts a day? I don't think so. Not anymore. That's done. That's done. So now, okay, so now you lost your weight. You want to go to compete and everything. Which is, wow.
So yeah, and like when I say like I
Your
was doing
goal.
24-hour fasting and stuff before, so that worked. I did lose weight that way. But then it works great for losing weight. But like if you want to put on muscle, that's
No.
that's not the method.
No.
So like
You want it toned.
so there are two totally different things. Like now, like I said, now I eat more like the traditional bodybuilder, 5 meals a day, every couple hours. My coworkers make fun of me. They're like, she's the tiniest person here and all she does is eat all day. New people get hired and they're like, just don't get between Brit and the microwave. When it's ready, it's time for her to eat.
When it beeps, it's for her.
And like,
Don't.
and it's like clockwork. Like my body knows. Like 9:15, I'm
Really?
like, I'm hungry. It must be close to 9:30. And then 12:45 rolls around and I'm like, I'm hungry. Oh, that's because I get to eat in 15 minutes.
And if you skip one by accident, do you get crazy? Like,
Okay, so this cut, we just cut my carbs because like I can maintain and build with eating carbs. I can't lose weight. I still do get carbs. I get 100 grams of rice and 250 grams of sweet potato a day. In
okay,
two
that's
separate
okay.
meals.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good portion.
But we cut my carbs completely from one of my meals every day. Plus we cut out, I was getting like a piece of sourdough bread and a muffin on my leg days, which I have 3 leg days a week. So that was great.
But the legs are actually the hardest to build.
Yes, you need the energy.
Yes.
So I lost those. And so now my carbs are cut quite a bit from where they were. And like the first week was great. I was like, we're calling this week post carb clarity. Like I'm lifting heavier. It's great. I have all this energy. Last week, I was hangry on Friday. Like I made it through. I was hungry through the week, but like by the time Friday came, I was hungry. So I sent my check in to my coach Saturday morning. And of course he's down in Red Deer because he has other clients competing. And I put in the bottom, knowing full well that he's not seeing my check-in yesterday. I put in the bottom, P.S. Since I did so good and I have any cheat meals, haven't had any cheat meals for the last 2 weeks, I get a cheat meal in Red Deer tonight, right? Because one of my girlfriends who competes, she lives in Fort Mac, and a bunch of people from Fort Mac, we're all going out to dinner together. And she's like, oh, you should be my +1. So I was like, okay.
Cool.
So then her coach is my coach. We were all sitting in the hotel room in between the morning show and the evening show. And I was like, so you didn't see the stipulation in my check-in, which means it's too late to tell me no now. He's like, what did you do?
Oh, no.
And I was like, I asked for a cheat meal and I knew you couldn't tell me no because you wouldn't get to my check-in. And he's like, no, you've earned it. You can have a cheat meal. He's like, but what do you want? And I was like, steak.
Clevered.
Like,
Clevered.
And that's the thing for me too. Like when I get a cheat meal, which is normally once a week, but I had dedicated to this cut for the 4 weeks leading up to this photo shoot that I wasn't going to have any, except for last night, apparently. So 3 weeks without one in there in the middle. But like, I don't crave, like, I don't want fast food. I don't want junk. I don't want like pizza.
You don't miss that at all? Like a McDonald's at 12.
Not really.
AEW.
Vanilla ice cream cones from McDonald's. Like I'll go out to dinner and have like a good dinner. And then on the way home, like, kid, get me a vanilla cone.
Perfect. I'd be okay with that too. Yeah.
I don't know if I could starve.
But yeah, like all of
not starve. You're not starving. I said that, but it's not. I mean, but not eating McDonald's. Come on now. I need that.
But like the way I look at it too is like if I'm craving a burger, I want a good burger. I don't want a McDonald's burger.
Good point. Okay, good
My
point.
thing is usually like I can make a better burger at home. Like I want to go to Cobb's, I want to get fresh buns. I want to make that fresh burger and cook it and put all of my toppings on it and enjoy it. Whereas like a McDonald's burger is just a McDonald's burger.
Funny you said that. I just said that to my wife like 2 weeks ago before I left. We did make our own pizza and I was like, oh, turns out it's fuck the restaurant. Seriously. No, seriously, it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we did it ourselves.
That's my thing is it's hard to justify going out to eat most of the time because I'm like, most of the stuff I want, I can make better at home.
Yeah. Well, Thursday, I pre-made, I made deer meat chili. I was craving it. So I took 2 pounds of that out and I just went to the store, grabbed the stuff I needed. My brother said it was one of my better ones I've made so far.
Deer. I never had deer in my life.
I don't know how I feel. Like nothing against eating wild game. I'm not sure like how the flavor difference would be. Like I feel like it would have to be made for me and made properly. Like I don't want to attempt to cook it myself because I'll just probably do it.
Well,
wrong.
let's put it this way: when I make it, you can't even tell it's deer. Like the gaminess is out of it.
So would you? Yeah, no, okay, you lost me at one point. So why you saying game is
well, it's wild meat, right? It's game, right?
So it tastes like spruce or no?
Well, no, it's very lean meat. It's one of the leanest, most organic meat you're ever gonna have in your life.
Oh shit, okay.
Because there's very, very little fat because they're always roaming, right? They'll still get some fat, but it's not gonna be like cow, bison, right? You know, it's not gonna be marbled into the muscle fibers.
And you have a smoker, so you should.
I'm like, no, the thought process going through my head right now is literally, you're telling me I could eat so much cheaper if I just date somebody who can hunt? Like, do you know how much cheaper my protein intake would get?
Yeah, no, eh?
Yeah, it's insane. Like I said, then when you cook it, you just gotta add fat to it. You know, like pork or bacon, right? Just because it's so lean, it's gonna cook faster. If you're not used to cooking that type of meat, yeah, you're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
So that's why I've always combined it with something. I've made bolognese with it. I've made hamburger helper with it. And just add whatever pound of the ground meat you use, just do the same amount of pork.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not because you have to. It's just you get that fat in there to keep it from overcooking itself. But then but if you season it right and everything else, nobody would ever know it was wild meat.
You could probably fool me.
Yeah, let me text.
I don't know. All I get right now is chickens. So
is supper ready? Yeah.
Like literally,
God,
for an example. So what I eat right now, 7 days a week on this cut is protein shake for breakfast, which I mix my shake with 12 ounces. So it's a 12-ounce protein shake. I mix it with 12 ounces of black iced coffee. That's my breakfast every day. So 30 grams of protein. And then there's like some glutamine, some creatine, that good stuff in there.
I thought, yeah.
And then, so I start drinking that at 6 when I'm leaving home. It usually takes me a bit. I drink very slowly, apparently. And then, unless it's alcohol, tell me to drink, an 8-ounce, I don't know, drink. I don't drink. I was gonna say beer, but I don't drink beer. I drink whiskey. So I'm like,
I've never seen you drink beer.
No, I drink whiskey. So I'm like, that's even easier to get down. I'll just shots of Jack and I'm good. It's no problem. But put anything else in front of me, and apparently it takes a while. Which is funny because Kip Moore, I got there dead sober, and I'm like, I can't do this sober. So I walk straight up to the bar. I'm like, 2 double Jack and Coke, or Jack and Diet Cokes, and 3 shots of Jack, please. And she just looked at me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Please.
So 2 shots, 1 drink, the other shot. And I take the other drink with me, and I'm like, okay, it should be okay. Start walking across the bar, and I'm like, other bar, this is gone already. I'm still half-ass sober. 2 more shots, 2 double Jack and Diet Cokes.
Jeez.
And then I was good for the night. Then I just had to pace myself. But yeah, I can do that, no problem.
Perfect.
So that's another thing too.
Okay, so
at that and that, whatever, 2 different pace of drinking, I guess, huh?
I used to pre-drink a 2-6 before going to the bar, so I could afford to go to the bar.
Wow.
Now I like 5-6 drinks and I'm good. Like that's it.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You save on money. You save
Very
on
cheap now.
Freaking everything.
Yeah.
See, there's benefits to it.
So yeah, protein shake, 12 ounces of black iced coffee. Start that at about 6. I'm usually eating my second meal. Don't tell my coach this. Jordan, don't listen. I'm usually eating my first actual meal at about 9:30, and I'm finishing my protein shake while I'm eating that meal. And that'll be 4 ounces of chicken, 100 grams of greens, so like green beans, broccoli,
yeah, stuff like that.
Cucumber, whichever, and 250 grams of yams. Coat everything in hot sauce because flavor.
Of course.
And then, it's like I get
Frank's.
Hot sauce, sugar-free ketchup, mustard. So hot sauce is life.
Yeah.
You're golden.
And then
put that shit on everything.
Between 12:30 and 1 is my next meal, and that's 4 ounces of chicken and an egg. Supposed to be 80 grams of spinach in there, but I don't like spinach, so we skip that part. I'm just telling on myself now. And then because I leave work at 4, I get to the gym at 5. My pre-workout meal is 60 to 90 minutes before working out. So I usually eat that from 3:45 up to 4 when I'm leaving work. 4 ounces of chicken, 100 grams of greens, 100 grams of rice.
All prep from.
Oh, Tupperware containers. I buy the giant packs from Costco and I just set them all out and weigh everything at once. Weigh all your chicken, weigh all your yams, weigh all your rice. Yeah. So then I go to the gym and then it's my post-workout meal, which is another protein shake and an apple or 80 grams of pineapple. And that's it for the day.
Ugh, I have a hard time with that.
It has to be like the right ripeness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's like too hard or just too bitter.
Too bitter. So calculating my meat, I was like 200 grams. Okay. That's about that. Okay. Yeah. Fries.
Yeah, you would too.
Oh God, I hate like it. Yeah, sorry. That and now you're talking about it, and I'm thinking in my head, I was like, "Fuck meat, I hate like it. No, not good whatsoever."
Well, prior to this cut, one of my meals was 3 ounces of lean red meat and 250 grams of sweet potatoes with that as well, and the 100 grams of greens. And I really like red meat. So like that was my favorite meal of the day. Like my favorite thing to eat, I think, is ground beef, fried up with some mushrooms, onions, and then I mash my sweet potatoes and then I throw like frozen peas in with it and I just mix it all together and coat it in hot sauce. That's like my favorite thing to eat. Like that mixed together.
I can't understand. First of all, you want to, and I'm gonna go to the vegan part, whatever. I don't understand people that don't eat meat. I don't.
I mean, vegetarian.
Oh, vegetarian, what? Yeah, stuff like that. It's so good.
My food is vegetarian, if that counts.
Yeah, but you still.
The cow I eat is a vegetarian.
I was wondering if you was going to clue in with that one.
No. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, my food is a vegetarian. I'm just not.
Oh no, I can't believe that, and I strongly believe like my friend, he's an ex-football player and he's doing carnivore, and he lost because he was a lineman, defense lineman for the Rough Riders. Godfather, my 2 daughters. He's big, Aldo. He's big, and now he's not big anymore. And he was like awkward, like he was moving, and now he's like full. He's more mobile, I would say, because he walks like, and now he's like, I think he was 320, 25, something like that at 6'7", 6'6". So even that, you're like, okay, well, you're 320 at 6'6". It's not too bad. Now he looks great. He looks fucking eat meats. He sent me. He's like, hey, look, clown. Look, hey, clown. That's how you doing, eh, clown? He always called me a clown because of that. It's like, but you know, his meat is a piece of meat. I was like, God damn. Okay, come back home, man.
Well, and
Seriously.
if you think about it, like that's going back to the caveman days. Like that's how they ate versus now.
GSP. That's exactly what I said.
Like vegetarians
Cavemans and stuff.
Really a thing, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and the thing is, people assume vegetarians, they must be eating so healthy. Oreos are vegetarian. So like, do I sit here and be like, I'm eating Oreos? I'm eating healthy because I'm a vegetarian, but I'm sitting here eating Oreos and potato chips because they're vegetarian too.
Get a point.
Like,
Get a point.
Yes, there are vegetarians who eat very healthy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not boxing everybody into one little box, but can you tell me just because something's vegetarian doesn't make it healthy?
No, I know that. And try to explain that.
And eating carnivore, I can tell you where everything I'm eating has come from. Being a vegetarian.
Yes, that's a good point.
You're eating a lot of lab grown processed food.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, at that point, it's complicated a little bit, right?
Well, and there's a big thing about like shopping the perimeter of a grocery store. And if you pay attention, it's all the fruits and vegetables, your meat and dairy. Well, then you get your bread and carbs on the other side, but like,
of course, yeah.
And then all of the processed crap is in the aisles in the middle.
But you said to go to, when you grab your deer or something like that, you go to a butcher or something? Or not butcher, but
to get it processed, because he'll break it down for me, and
exactly.
Like I'll cut out the good pieces of meat, and then I'll get him to do the rest.
But that you know where that food came from start to finish.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, other than we don't know where Bambi was running out in the field, but like
Bah.
start to finish, you know where that came from.
Exactly. You know that he's been running around for how many years? He's made so many hundreds of kilometers.
And at the same time, Joe Rogan, he's a big hunter. And he says, because you know where your food is from, you have more respect. So you don't take for example, 10-ounce steak when you should have taken a 7 and not eating it, right? So you have more respect of the animal or whatever. So
do you know how hard it was? The fact that I knew my coach was sitting on the other end of the table last night and I had to order that 7-ounce sirloin instead of the 13-ounce ribeye that I wanted. Ribeye is my favorite.
I would have.
Well, my niece was up 2 weeks ago, and my dad wanted me to bring out something. I said, well, okay, I'll bring out one of those back straps from the deer I got last year. And he's like, yeah, bring them both out. I go, no, I'll bring the one. He's like, why? I go, Dad, I'm telling you, like, these are some monstrous back straps. I says, one of them will feed us quite well. So I bring it out, and he's like, it doesn't look all that big. I go, yeah, wait till it unthaws a little bit more, and then you'll find out. He pulls it out of the bag, and it's just, I think it was about, I don't know, that big around, and then just flop down, and he's just like,
oh shit, okay. Lucky you didn't bring 2.
I said, now you understand why I only brought the one? And we cut it up and everything else, and my niece, she seasoned it. And so she's like, what is this? I go, it's a deer. And she's never had before, but she liked it.
Yep.
Talking about food freaking for an hour. Damn it. I'm hungry for real. God, it's good. I love meat. I love meat. I can't believe that. People would starve because at that point it's starving at one point. Oh, I'm a vegetarian. No. Human beings are carnivore. Well, how many times I heard that?
What carnivore, omnivore, whatever the two are.
Omnivore? I just like
it.
food.
That's it. Yeah, I like that. Omnivore.
I just like food.
That's good.
Food is good, but you like food?
So a big thing is moderation.
Yes, please.
So
yes.
That's why I was pointing that way. That photo's not there anymore, but I was pointing that way.
And the conception of what moderation is a big problem. I hear it all the time of, oh, you can have treats here and there. Oh, everything in moderation. Like, yes, but your definition of moderation versus my definition of moderation are very different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't need cookies and treats every day after dinner because I ate my dinner like a good girl. Like, I'm not a child.
I'm a good girl. Okay, you grow ice cream. It's like what a
right?
Like, I get my once a week dinner, and if I want chocolate cake or I want ice cream or whatever after I eat that dinner, absolutely. But like last night, I had steak and fries. Actually, I ate half my fries. Sav ate the other half for me because I was full. Because I was looking at it, I was like, hey, I have like half the steak left and half the French fries left, and like I'm full. And there's no way I'm not eating that steak.
Yeah.
Do you want my fries?
No
She had just competed, so she's like, well, if you're not going to eat them.
Of course.
So I gave them to her. And then afterwards, like, there's when people who were competing, so they were all ordering like dessert and stuff. Because of course they've been depleted for months. And I was like, I'm not hungry. Like, I don't need it. Whereas like back then it'd be like, oh, I ate my dinner. Like I get chocolate cake, right?
That's
like,
right.
You don't need it.
So now, conclusion. Now we're in 8 minutes. That's easy, man. It's easy to talk
Well,
about.
we've been averaging over an hour 15 every time.
I said to Jerry, we should cut to 45 minutes.
There's no
45,
way.
50.
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way.
I can't. I just can't.
That's okay. You're just lucky I didn't tell my whole story from start to finish.
No,
I'm
it's
here for
because
5 hours.
we look at what people are looking at. Usually they look at 10 minutes, 10, not even, and then they stop, right? For me, a truck driver, you can listen to the whole thing.
I almost wonder if you'd be better off doing like 2 like segments of the same thing, like part 1 and part 2.
I was thinking about that, but at the same time, let's just say 1 to 45. But I just can't. I just fucking can't. But it's okay. I guess we're gonna have to. Do you have something to add to that? No,
I got nothing.
no. Look at her. Jesus.
Don't look at me.
Come on, Brittany. Hey, Brittany.
No, I'm just impressed. I just want to congrats to that. I wanted to say it on on Facebook and everything, but I'd rather saying to you.
Well, thank you.
Because that's quite a change.
I get actually 2 of the girls that were at dinner last night, and I was like, nobody assumes. They all just assume I've always been little. And I'm like, yeah, no, I used to be 220 pounds. And they're like, I get the same reaction from everybody is where? Like, where did you put it?
Where did you lost it? It could be both ways, right? So
I was in shape, and it wasn't a good one. It was round.
the atomic improv. They say yes to come here, right? I hope you're going to be here. And the guys are playing golf. And they're making fun of the guys playing golf. He says, how can you be in shape and out of shape at the same time?
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was a good one.
Round.
He said the other guy starts laughing. He's like, that's the best way to put it. No, that's the best fucking way to put it. That's what he says. How can you be in shape and out of shape at the same time? But no, it's that's, and of course I had many questions, which is you answered. That's funny. I not because I was... There's a few I was like, should I? No, and you say, fuck it, let's go. Oh my God, I'm going to ask for. Yeah, I did. No, I know a lot of people are actually, for example, at Podcast in Quebec, no, they didn't want to go because it was a little bit touchy subject. No, they say, I want to be, don't say my name or this and that and whatever. It's like, oh, okay, no, it's fine. And at the end they say, oh, no, I'm not comfortable. Okay, cool.
I pride myself on being me. Like, there's nothing really that, like, if anybody asks me an honest question, I'll tell you.
No, it's the same thing for me. Like, if they ask me to change anything, I go, fuck yourself. I'm sorry. I'm 45. So.
Some people are really clueless. Like, I posted the before and after that I showed you guys on...
Oh, God, I can't believe
No, not that one. The other one.
No, but I know. The other one's even worse. God damn.
I know. Like, where's that one that actually shows the difference? But, like, I posted it on my... Instagram, which then carries over to Facebook, and somebody commented on it and they were like, you got smaller, but your boobs got bigger. How does that make sense? And I'm like, you really are a man, aren't you?
Yeah, it's because for 2 years I was pushing,
yeah.
pushing, and then it went boom. There you go.
Yeah.
I should try to do that. Get it? I'm just kidding.
I'm not even commenting. I'll leave that one alone.
You know what? But I'm really happy you came.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here, Josh. Same deal. What we're gonna talk next?
When my brother's on.
Yes, I want your brother. That's right. Oh, it's gotta be good. It's
I
gotta
don't
be good.
know your brother.
Not many people do.
No, that's right. Oh, that's right.
Him and I lost contact for almost 10 years.
He's an ex-con. That's what we're going to talk about next, I think. That would be nice to have whatever. We'll see.
He said he's up for it.
Perfect. And he's going to be open as a book, I guess.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I got questions.
He just doesn't want to talk politics. If you bring up politics, he doesn't want to.
I'm going to say one name, Justin Trudeau. See if he does.
Don't even do that.
No.
He doesn't want no politics.
He's going to go back to prison after he kills me.
No, he'll just get up and walk out.
Probably. No, so yeah, but thanks for coming to too. It's always a pleasure having you all the time.
I like being here.
I can tell. So he likes it. I like it. I like him. That's why he's here.
Well, like I said, I never anticipated on being a co-host. I never anticipated being a guest. I just helped him out with a favor.
Well,
and he's really good. He's getting more compliment I do when I'm up north. Oh yeah, I watch your show. He's fucking amazing, Josh. 3 times. I think I told you that.
Yeah. Apparently, I speak very good on a podcast.
No, I think it's your look. It is your look.
Oh God, what are you gonna do when I shave it off?
Oh my God! They're gonna say, "Get the fuck out of here." I'm just kidding. They're gonna say, "Oh, he's got a new host." Another new co-host. All right, folks. So you know what to do. You go on. You can go on YouTube. We're on the Bencast show. Bencast show. I should change it.
Same.
I think so. The Bencast show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Cast. Comments if you want to go and came here on a show just like your brother. Say your story. We're going to look at it and see if we can arrange something, whatever. And then, everything's possible.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, thanks, Josh. Thanks, Britt.
Welcome.
We'll see you around.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. You comment, you like, you share, subscribe. Yay. That was not too bad, right?
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Thanks, guys. All right. Bye.